This is the makings of a good time here. That is 60 bags of black mulch, and the only reason I got the black dyed mulch is because it was cheaper than the normal stuff. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with the with the dye. I'm not concerned about it from an organic standpoint. It claims on the bag that it's somewhere on there it said it was all natural dye or something. Contains natural forest products and colorant. Now I don't know what that means. Does that mean that the colorant is natural? I don't know. That could be a play on words. But anyway, I got this because it's $1 a cubic foot. And when I was going to the nursery buying mulch, and it was $28 for a cubic yard, which was actually just a hair more. Now, the bonus to this is that I can use it as I need it, whereas when I get a cubic yard, it fills up the bed of my truck, and I have to get it all unloaded then, which, yeah, I had to get all this unloaded too. But I have to get it all off the truck, and then I feel like I have to spread it all right there, and I got nowhere to put it and pile it and stack it, and it's messy. So anyway, this way I can go just a bag at a time as I need, and I've got a big use for it. So this is effectively, it is 120 cubic feet, which is actually more than 4 cubic yards. Cubic yards 27 cubic feet. But so I got that. I'm gonna use a good portion of that in the B yard. I got me 4 more bricks, 2 4x4s, and those are going in the B yard. And I'll show you back here what I got going on, what my plan is anyway. Let me walk you back here to the B yard, right through my nice dirt path to the middle of the flower beds the dogs made for me, past the dead thistle on the rockway. We'll turn the corner here. I've been gathering cardboard to put down as a weed barrier. It's about the most biodegradable weed barrier you can get. And I did that just because I was lazy and I didn't want to have to rip up all the sod and stuff. And I know people will say, okay, your sod can still break through or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care. This is just accelerant. So I've got all the palm branches back there too, that every time I prune my palm trees, I threw those back here and laid them down. And you can see there's some weeds that sprouted up around the edges, but I'm actually going to fire up my weed burner here in a little bit, burn all those out, and I've got these cardboard boxes I've been laying down, and I'm going to mulch everything back here just to help make it nice so that I don't have to get right up around the hives when I'm mowing and messing around. So anyway, that's the plan. Ideally, in the end, this entire area, if I can step back and kind of pan out from the gate here, but this whole area, all up front and over here to the rain barrels and everything in the compost bin, I'm going to mulch all of this. And might even actually start, try to take advantage of that. I'll have all this space over here to be mulched, and try to take advantage of that as a sort of, maybe do a little bit of back to Eden garden sort of theory. I know you're supposed to use wood chips for back to Eden instead of mulch, or so the video says anyway. But I'm going to try it with the mulch just because I'm lazy and see what happens. But really, I just think the mulch will look a lot better. And then that way I've got no more of this bare dirt that looks like crap, and I don't like it. It's not good for the soil to have it exposed. And all my pathways here will be black mulch. All my pathways between my raised beds will be black mulch to knock all those grass and weeds down. I'll be able to put it around all my fruit trees that are dead. Thank you, Lowe's. And my wife and I talked about, like, over there on that play place, we might just tear those boards out and just kind of let that go back to lawn, just let it go to grass. But anyway, I'm not sure if this is going to fall under a garden video or a bee video, but I'm going to put it on my bee videos because my plan is to mulch the whole bee yard. Now, some people might argue with you on that about the small hive beetles because they actually pupate in the soil, so it makes it easier for them. If I wanted to fight off the small hive beetles, I suppose I should put down gravel instead of mulch. But I'm really not that concerned about it. I've managed to keep my bees have managed to keep the small hive beetle under control. And that's the whole trick to it down here, is that if you have just good, strong colonies, they will manage the small hive beetle. Even looking through, like, my top bar hive, I feel like I see more small hive beetle than I'm comfortable with, more than I see in some of my other hives, but I don't see any slimed honeycomb, and I don't see any issues with it. So that's the simplicity of an organic program. I don't use any chemicals, none of that crap. I'll put a few beetle traps in. I'll probably do some more experimenting with natural beetle traps. But really, yeah, for right now, I just make sure my populations stay good and strong. If I make a split, I give them a lot of extra bees to defend it. And it sure work out. But that's it for now.